Welcome back, everyone.
Morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right. Christopher is back.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't like the fact that he showed up. I thought his timing was imperfect, let's say.
Yeah. Poor
Uh,
timing.
But there were some people who said they really liked Christopher, I noticed in comments.
I did clock that one.
You know what? We've known the guy for 90 seconds. Maybe he'll be great. I don't like the fact that he kind of invited himself or allowed himself to be invited by his daughter to stay at his ex's house.
Mhm.
I thought that was kind of gross.
But,
I get that Rory.
overstepping, maybe.
I get that Rory might say that, but I feel like as an adult man, he should have said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." Now, no.
Isn't he rich, too? You can stay at a hotel.
any number of other options. Yeah, he's rich.
Yeah.
Because her parents were like, "Why didn't you stay with Christopher? He's loaded."
But the thing is like, we've only heard about him through other people.
Right.
So maybe we will like him. I don't know. Like you said, 90 seconds of Christopher.
Right.
What I am looking forward to, though, is having a conversation with Lorelai and Christopher, and then kind of having it out, I guess, so to
Sure.
speak.
Well, I mean, the only really vibes you've gotten about him is he's really kind of an absentee father. And I don't mean he lives a long ways away. I mean, like, they talk
He's
on the
kind of a
phone like
freak, you know?
once a week and,
Yeah.
it isn't really accessible, which also explains why she's very excited to see him
Yeah.
and wants him to stay and be around as much as possible, which
Yeah.
completely makes sense.
Mhm.
Otherwise, this is so off-putting.
A little bit. And
Yeah.
I want to see what the catch is. Why is he back all of a sudden?
Yeah. Where does this go? Is there romantic tension between the two of them?
That's what I was going to
You
say.
know,
Is there romantic tension? What does this mean for Luke and Lorelai? I mean, obviously, we're playing the long game with that at this point because
does he
factor
get
after factor happens, and it's
does he become a complicating factor for Rory and Lorelai?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
If Lorelai is not a fan of
He's a bit of
Christopher
a
and his
wedge.
daughter is, does he become a wedge issue? Which happens with divorced parents all the time, So we'll see. Obviously this is a kind of a feel-good show, so I don't expect it to take like too dark a turn.
Sure.
But that doesn't mean it all has to go smoothly, and I don't think it's gonna.
This show is no stranger to conflict.
Absolutely.
And we're ready for some.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers who are here with us. Give a special thank you to Actuarial Lurker, Balaj Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Studikun Varapu, Torgir Linkstad, Weird Magic, Where Panda 47, and Jamie Morgan. Thank you so much, guys. We're really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else that we have watched or we are currently watching, please check out the link in the description below our Patreon page. On every show, including Gilmore Girls, we are at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. All of our Patreon stuff, you will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You will only see us for copyright purposes. I'm not a fan yet. He's going to have to win me over.
Yeah, I'm Team Lorelai all the way.
He looks good, don't you think? Do you think he'll stay long?
Wouldn't bet a lot of money on it.
Maybe we can get him to stay for a couple
Already
weeks.
awkward.
Absolutely, by weighting him down with blankets.
He's never been to Stars Hollow before.
I know.
Well, that means something's got to be different, right?
Why don't you just enjoy the time you've got, okay?
I don't think he's going to be around for the run.
He's going to disappoint Rory
At some point, yeah.
Water pressure keeps changing every 2 seconds. I'm fixing it tomorrow.
Oh my God, it's like he's moving in, yeah.
Right?
Hey, how is Diane?
Diane is ancient history.
Worse than Mom.
Low blow.
Can't keep a feller happy.
Oh, I keep them happy.
She's a great kid, Laura. I wish I could say I saw more myself in her other than we have similar left earlobes, but she's all you.
Why are you here?
You're gonna force me to lawyer up, officer.
Christopher?
I've got a company with actual cash flow. I've got employees. I've got an accountant, for God's sake.
You're that guy who crashed his new Porsche 2 hours after his parents gave it to him for his 16th birthday.
And you were the girl in the Pinky
Okay.
Tuscadero t-shirt sitting right next to me. There's
Don't make this weird.
some things I need to do to take care of. I haven't been enough a part of Rory's life.
It's really true.
So I want to be around more, to be another pal she can depend on, if you give me a chance.
I've always had the door to Rory open for you.
I know.
We've hardly ever used it.
It's been 16 years,
Yeah.
man. He may surprise all of us.
I hope so.
She has a dean?
She has a dean.
How did this happen?
Well, a
Oh my
single-celled
God, is he
organism
already
crawled
gonna
out of
start-
the primordial ooze, and that pretty much led to Dean.
Hey, thanks for the door thing.
Thanks for wanting it.
He formed an opinion of his daughter having a boyfriend awfully
Pretty
fast there,
quickly,
didn't
yeah.
he? For a guy that didn't care anything for 16 years. I'm here to be a dad. You can't date.
All right, if you want to be there, be there.
Right. I'm kind of curious how everyone else in town's going to feel about him just showing up
He's
like
got a
this.
reputation. He does,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, like I said, benefit of the doubt.
Right. I mean, really, Rory might be the only one really on his side for a while.
But really, you should be on thin ice. I mean,
I think so. Yeah, he hasn't earned the benefit of the doubt, right?
no, not yet. Don't expect all these things.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and I think Lorelai should say that. Like,
Yeah.
Like, this is your daughter. Of course, you can be here, but don't expect me to come crawling back to you. You know what I mean?
Which is your dean?
That's him over there.
Okay, we got 2 down.
He's tall.
Yeah.
And that's Luke.
Luke's the diner guy.
Yes.
Can I say I'm addicted to comedy? Half an hour they've been playing and it's tied 0-0.
I would not go watch
Hey,
a
if you ever
pickup
take this
softball
show
game.
on the Luke, does your husband play softball too?
That's it.
I'm getting a page. I've got to go.
Yeah. Why would you talk crap to that guy? He's
Right. He's twice your size, man. Sean Gunn, not a big dude.
Dean, this is my dad. Dad, this is Dean.
Dean.
Nice to meet you.
Same here. So that was a dean.
There are some
That was
parallels there,
Dean.
aren't there?
Hey, next one wins, all right?
No, he never laughs. What's going on?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never seen you two enjoy a pleasant moment together.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you've seen us.
It's refreshing, you know. It's not the usual grrr, that's all.
Through no fault of yours. I'm sorry, but you're the one that's so.
And it's over.
Yeah.
Go to hell.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it was refreshing to see the two of you just, oh, yeah.
You. So, what's it like having him around the house all the time?
Well, it's,
Strange.
a little weird. I've been trying to figure out how this makes me feel since he asked me to take my shirt off the other day. I mean, I've not seen this man since last Christmas, right? We hear from him maybe once a week, maybe. And then all of a sudden, he's here in my town. No matter how many years go by, no matter how long I don't see him for, whenever I do, it's always Christopher.
Yeah, I don't have that with anybody that like that. I don't think I'd see a high school girl I dated and be like, okay.
He wants to be more involved with Rory. He wants to spend more time with her and be a pal.
It's about time.
Yeah, if it's true.
And if it's not,
Then it's Christopher.
Don't put your hopes up.
Right.
Miss Patty, this is my dad, Christopher.
Your dad.
Nice to meet you.
You're Rory's father. You know, Christopher, we're all like Rory's parents around here, and one of her mothers.
Okay, well, we gotta be going.
Coming on
Yes,
strong.
Miss Patty.
Back and see me.
That didn't get weird or anything.
No.
Oh, the gossiping is starting.
Patty's got everybody on speed dial.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be Rory's father.
Yes, I am.
News travels fast around here.
Yes, it
Oh,
does.
sure does.
Hey, Christopher! Jackson Melville.
Hello?
Boy, I gotta tell you, did they get your description wrong? Don't you think it's much more George Clooney than Brad Pitt?
I'm going with the Billy Crudup comparison myself.
They all mean well.
Yeah, I'm sure all lunatics have the best intentions. Okay, so I hear you like books. Compact Oxford English Dictionary, please.
Okay.
Dad, no. It costs a fortune.
You
It's
need
everything,
something to
yeah.
remember this visit by.
It has every
Kinda,
word
yeah.
ever recorded in the English language, plus origins and earliest usage.
I've got a lot of things to make up for.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
The card's been rejected.
Rejected? What are you talking about?
I can run it through again if you'd like.
Yes.
Could you maybe hold that for us? I'll come back tomorrow with another card.
Sure, Chris, no problem.
Thanks.
First sign of red flaggage.
Yep. It's not as liquid as he says he is.
No.
Hey, listen, don't tell your mom about this, okay?
Okay.
Now she's in the middle of things.
Older guy.
Oh, that would have been her dad.
Really? So that's,
The guy who impregnated me with Rory. Yes.
this is taking a very weird turn.
Yeah.
That has, hasn't it?
Hello.
Oh, no.
So work
Well,
out all
actually,
the way
I'm
to
sitting
Emily.
here with your girls. Sure.
Another
She
reason for
wants to
Luke not to
speak
like
to
him.
you.
Just had this wonderful idea. Christopher's parents are in town, too. You remember Strobe and Francine, don't you? They said that they are free to join us all on Friday night.
Join us all?
Yes, you, Rory, Christopher, your father. Strobe and Francine haven't seen Rory since she was a baby.
Yeah, I know. But
So her grandparents haven't even.
I guess not. It's kind of gross, right?
Yeah.
So that's red flag.
Red flag too.
It's like count going
It's
up
like
here.
his parents don't care about their granddaughter.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I've got to see my parents.
I've got to see my parents.
This is going to be maybe their most awkward dinner on the show so far.
Christopher, look at you.
Emily, as always, perfect.
I am so glad to see you.
I don't think
Is he going to hit up Richard for money?
I wonder.
An
Yeah,
investment opportunity or something?
definitely.
Christopher, old boy, how are you? My gosh, it's good to see you.
How are you, Richard?
Well, I'm better than most. Tell me about your business.
Oh, Richard, let the poor boy relax.
I can't afford to buy a book.
It's
Really?
going great, Richard. I'm almost afraid to jinx it by telling you how good it's going.
Oh, that is wonderful. You always had that splash of greatness.
I'd like another splash of greatness, if you don't mind.
Isn't Rory the spitting image of Christopher?
I just hope you inherit your father's business sense
This would
also,
irritate
my
me.
dear.
Do you remember when the two of you were, 10, and you put on that adorable show for us?
Lucy, Schroeder, you laying on the coffee table?
You pretending it was a piano? God, why is that remembered?
Because it was such a wonderful production. That
Take
would be
credit for it.
Strobe
Yes, I
and
did. Yeah,
Francine.
write that. Right.
Your turn.
Haven't seen your parents in quite a number of years.
These are my other grandparents. I don't even know them. What do I call them?
Call 'em
That
what
is
I
weird.
call 'em. Ass.
Chris, Strobe and Francine. Call them Mr. and Mrs. Hayden. Sir and ma'am.
Don't call
Why don't
him
you just
Grandma
avoid
Grandpa.
calling them anything?
Yeah, they haven't earned it.
No.
You remember Rory? You haven't seen her in quite a while.
No, we haven't.
I think she was just beginning to speak in complete sentences.
So not for 2 years then.
I see you haven't changed, Lorelai.
No, not at
Oh
all.
my God.
The gloves have come off at this point. Like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me.
We're very pleased about Christopher's business success out in California.
Yes, it's taken a while, but it seems to be finally coming together. How old are you, young lady?
16?
A dangerous age for girls.
Strobe.
Rory is a very special child, excellent student.
Oh God. And now everyone's on display here.
That's my big thing with Emily. You know what I mean? Like, I want to like her so much, but sometimes it's hard.
I see your daughter's just as out of control as ever, Richard.
Pop, please, let's
control.
try to keep it civil.
Tell me, Lorelai, what have you been doing with your life anyway?
Wow, these guys suck.
On an inn near Stars Hollow.
Really?
Yes, really.
Dad, come on.
Nice to see you found your calling. It seems to me you might not want to take quite such a haughty tone when you announce to the world that you work in a hotel.
Oh my God, man. I hate you.
You might have aspired to something more than a blue-collar position.
Don't do this.
And I wouldn't give a damn about you derailing your own life if you hadn't swept my son along with you.
I'm doing this
so
now,
upset right
20 years later.
A mutual mistake was made many years ago by these two, but they've come a long way since.
Nah, I would kick you out of my house.
Yeah.
We're supposed to sit here like one big happy family and pretend that the damage that was done is over, gone? I don't care about how good a student you say that girl is.
Hey.
She had that baby, and she ended his future.
You recant that, Strobe.
Spilling my drink!
You owe my daughter an apology.
An apology? That is rich.
How dare you come into my house and insult my daughter?
Let go of me.
Whoa, what is
And
going
granddaughter.
on here? Shame on you, Strobe.
Good for Richard.
Yeah, he sucks. He sucks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it got all that out in the
That's
open.
what I'm saying, yeah.
16.
That guy just been wanting to go off on her for the last 16 plus years.
So that explains why he never met Rory, really.
Yeah.
I'm just unbelievably touched and grateful for what you said to him, for defending me like that.
Why do you think I did it?
I don't know. Out of protectiveness, I guess.
You don't need to be protected, Lorelai. A member of my family was being attacked. The very Gilmore name was being attacked. I will not stand for that, not under any circumstance. What are you going to take away from this? That everything that happened in the past is suddenly fine because I defended you?
Oh my God,
No.
what?
We've all been through hell, Dad.
I had to tell my friends, my colleagues, that my only daughter was pregnant and was leaving school.
That must
Wow, this brought up everybody's crap.
Jesus.
Your mother couldn't get out of bed for a month. Did you know that? Did you?
No.
We did nothing to deserve that. I wanted to kill him. I would have, too, with my bare hands. But there was a proper procedure to be followed in a situation like this.
What about what I wanted? Dad, didn't that
Yeah.
matter to you at all?
One has to sacrifice something in order to do what is right. I'm tired.
Okay, my opinion of Richard slipped a lot here.
Big time. It wasn't because you're my daughter and I love you. It was
Right.
because my name was being attacked.
Right.
I was going to sully
The
her.
Gilmore name.
I was wondering where you went.
I'm sorry.
No, it's nothing to be sorry about.
Yeah, this whole thing was a bad idea.
None of this means anything, Rory.
Oh, I know.
Strobe is actually a good man.
No, he's not.
I don't think so.
His charity work has never diminished over the years.
Not very charitable to his family.
Oh, let's face it.
His
He's
own
a big
blood, yeah.
ass. I know you heard a lot of talk about various disappointments this evening, but I want to make this very clear. You, young lady, your person and your existence have never, ever been included in that list.
Good.
Do you understand me?
It's good, yeah.
Emily's
being the voice of reason
Emily
in
for the win.
this episode.
Usually it's Richard.
Yeah, really.
That was a memorable evening.
They're in their 30s and they're offloading "How dare you" when you were 16s on them.
I would lose my mind.
I would
Like,
too.
seriously?
Yeah.
Well, the old balcony's still the same, isn't it?
And all it's beautiful away from themness.
Perfect hideout. We spent a lot of time out here.
God. Okay, come on,
Sneaking
man.
Dad's telescope, scanning the skies for alien ships.
Is it the mutual disdain for their parents is going to get these two closer together?
That's probably what it's always been.
Right.
Now in the immediate vicinity of the spot upon which was Rory's initial emanation.
Oh, no.
Yes, we are.
You know, even if you hadn't gotten pregnant and everything had gone as planned, I still would have never made it through Princeton.
That's totally fine. And it's totally fine to go to Princeton.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this happened faster than I thought it would, but I thought it would.
I think this is largely the booze talking, but whatever. Emotions.
Well, I think it's the
the alcohol, but yeah. But you're right. Emotional nights.
It's the rebellion against the evening
for sure.
Yeah, I'm a little wigged.
Why?
Why? Are you kidding me? Chris, this is the next to last thing I thought could ever happen tonight.
Yes, it was unexpected, but it was great.
Oh, God. Oh, I can't believe this.
Okay, fine. You know what? We should go.
Yeah, we should go like 30 minutes ago.
So where were you guys? Nowhere?
Oh my God.
Where's nowhere?
Where we were?
Yeah, it didn't take her long to put that together.
It's gonna be an awkward car ride home.
Yeah.
Got some dirt or some schmutz on your. Where did you?
I don't. It's been a long night, so there's just been a lot of schmutzing going on.
Did she not put it together, actually? Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You know, all those crazy people saying horrible things were directing them at me, not you.
They
Yeah.
don't even want to know me, do they?
That is not true. They are
That
just
is
so
true.
full of anger and stupid pride that stands in the way of their loss, and it's a pretty big one.
I'm going to bed now.
No regrets. For me or your dad.
Yeah?
Oh, I mean, no regrets about you. Oh, no. I feel horrible.
Don't.
I stood you up. I didn't even call.
It's okay.
I'm a rat. We had a date, and I stood you up.
It wasn't a date. It was just a pain.
We could do it tonight or right now.
Was it an emergency?
Yes. It's just me being a rat.
Something came up.
Yeah.
Something. Someone.
Look.
Am I right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm late.
She could have explained what happened, but
Yeah, she made no effort to do that.
But I get where he's coming from too.
Last night.
Last night was Chernobyl and Hindenburg combined.
Right, just checking.
I feel like it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
And to top off the whole fabulous fiasco, I stood up a friend of mine who was counting on me.
Laura,
What?
I want to marry you.
No.
And the hits just keep on coming. You are completely insane. You have flipped
What
your
a
lid.
dick.
It's a big commitment.
Captain
It's
Delusion over
responsibility.
here.
It's hard
Red
work.
flag
It's
3.
coming home at the same time to the
Third
same
one.
place
Yeah.
every day.
I can be a family man. I'm responsible now.
Honey, you can't
He's
even buy a
broke.
book without having your credit card declined.
She's my
Yeah.
daughter, too.
More like your playmate.
You know, I don't deserve that. I'm as mature as you.
What?
I was the one willing to get married when you got pregnant.
We were too young. We wouldn't have made it. You know that.
Well, we're not too young now.
We can't get married, Christopher. We don't even know each other as adults.
Well, let's
Yeah.
get married and get to know each other as adults. Come on, we're arguing like an old married couple. Doesn't that show potential?
Oh, Christopher.
No.
I swear to
Bro.
God.
Always been you.
Chris, come on.
Rory
Where
might be
have
my
you
only
been?
child. I don't know how much I miss Rory until I see her like this. It's easier staying away.
Rory needs her dad.
Or a pal, right?
So call us when you get home.
I will.
And call more.
So he's bailing.
I will.
I thought he was going to be around longer.
Me too.
He wanted you to marry him, didn't he?
Spy.
You know, crazier things have happened.
He wants things he is not ready for.
How do you know?
I know. I know him so well. You have no idea. Stop.
Why?
Because I don't want you getting yourself all worked up over this.
Yeah.
He loves you.
He does love me. That doesn't change the fact that he still has a long way to go before he is ready to take us on full time.
It's so much more complicated.
I mean, she's a kid who's had her parents almost got back together. I don't blame her for really wanting this.
This episode really makes me feel bad for Rory.
Yeah.
I feel for her. I do.
For sure. Did she come in and paint, sneak in and paint?
How'd she get in there?
So, what do you think?
Well, I got to admit, it looks pretty good.
Ah, I knew you'd like it.
So, where's the
That was an
guy?
all-nighter right there.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, too bad.
We'll be fine.
See, Luke is more steady in her life than
That's what I'm
Christopher.
saying. And also, like, just saying, hey, it's a guy is, like, oversimplifying what happened.
For sure.
Like, hey, Rory's dad was here. Like, you didn't even have to tell him what happened. You just be like, we were at my mom's house, and, you know, it got tense. Like, that's it. Like, sorry, you know?
Yeah. Man, that was as awkward as can be. First off, 3 red flags for Christopher. 3 flags, you're out. I'm glad he got on the road after getting turned down for a crazy marriage proposal. Seriously, it would be like any grown adult walking up to the girl they went to prom with and saying, I know we haven't really connected over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
How about we get married? Just bonkers.
Is there anyone delusional enough to be like, seeing their ex in public and having a nice conversation and being like, will you marry me? You know,
I mean, that really is ultimately what it was there.
Like, that is bananas.
Yeah.
Stop watching rom-coms, Christopher.
Right. That wasn't romantic.
No.
That wasn't romantic at all. It was just...
And their hookup, really, and their hookup really, I think, was the rebellion of the parents.
No, I think it was. I think it was a complete reaction to how their parents acted.
And how we got there, though. Like, the whole Richard situation.
Yeah, Richard really let me down. Like,
For a second, I thought it was so nice.
Richard let me down more than he has at any other point in the show. And Emily was the one that was actually kind of a trooper. She's the one who thought about
the top
Rory.
rope, just came in. It was like, that was a great scene.
It was. Out of the 4 grandparents, she's the only one who said, I'd better make sure Rory's okay.
Yeah.
Out of the 4 of them.
Yeah.
She was the only one that wasn't losing it about the past, you know?
And we know that, like, obviously Richard loves Rory. They have, like, this great relationship.
Right.
But ultimately what it came down to was, like, the Gilmore name, his pride get the best of him.
Yeah, well, when... I can't remember his name. Pontius? I don't remember. I don't remember what Poncho's name was. Ponzi? Whatever the evil grandfather's name was. Whenever all the stuff he threw out, the upsetting part about it was clearly Richard completely agreed with it. You know?
Yeah.
That's what really ultimately sucked. Was the reason that Richard lost it was because he completely agreed with everything being said. And he hasn't processed anything. He hasn't gotten over his anger from so much longer before.
Yeah.
Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
Lorelai is doing great. Rory is doing great. It worked out, man.
It did work out. That's the main thing. It's like, clearly there's a class difference between them.
Sure, right.
But, like, it's 16 years ago. You have a fantastic granddaughter. Your daughter's doing very well.
Right.
Like, what more do you want?
I love the fact that when they all were 4 were standing there together.
Yeah.
And Rory, like, curtsied at her awkwardly at her grandparents because you know what to do.
Yeah.
Lorelai's the only one who laughed and said, "Did you just curtsy?" Like, she's the only, like, person
down to earth.
She was the one, like, real person standing there for that moment.
I agree with that. She is a real person.
Yeah.
Maybe Christopher is too, but, like, clearly that guy's in La La Land.
No.
He is delulu.
Christopher needs to sit down and sort himself out.
Yeah.
He's broke, and that's fine.
Sure.
Like, I don't mind the fact that he isn't a successful businessman or whatever, but he lied about it, right? You know, he lied to his parents, to Lorelai, to her parents, to everybody, and it's like there's something going on here that you're not willing to share with everybody, and it's significant. And the fact that he didn't tell her that, and then went into, oh, by the way, will you marry me? It's like, you can't do that to somebody while you have them living under completely false ideas of who you are.
He also seems very dependent, while Lorelai is very independent. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Because, like, she even made the mention of the last girlfriend he had. You know what I mean? Like, oh, how's she doing? I thought you said she's going to be the one.
No, we didn't make it very far.
Make it. And then cut to 30 minutes later. Marry me!
Right,
you know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Like, what? Like, dude, you didn't spend some time alone.
Yeah, Christopher. and
stuff out.
He'll probably be back on the show, and maybe he'll have more stuff figured out. But, I mean, if everything in California is a complete disaster, and you really want to be there for your daughter, why does Lorelai marrying him or not have anything to do with whether he would go back or stay?
Daughter.
Why not just stay in Stars Hollow then? Get your own place, have your own life.
Because that says it all, right?
Right.
I knew he was going to stay in Stars Hollow.
Well, you're not going to marry me, and that we can't be a family? Well, I'm out.
I'm kind of surprised, like, she's not upset about that. You know what I mean? She's like, you want to be here for your daughter? Great, the door's open.
Right.
Please come through the door. And as soon as she says, no, you can't marry me. All right, bye.
Right.
I'd be livid. You know what I mean?
I just think it's been so long that she's used to it.
That's probably what it is, too. She's like, yeah, of course.
She said at the beginning of the episode, like, don't plan on it being here too long. Don't get used to it.
Yeah.
He will flake out. And he did. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt that it would take longer.
Yeah.
But he was gone after a couple days.
Yeah. And like I said, Rory's the one I feel for in that situation.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
All right. Great episode, as they all are. We'll catch you in the next one, guys.
See ya.